Hey folks, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing some watch talk. So this is not a fragrance related content. You can see from title. If you are not in here for watch related content, you can skip the video, no issue. But I wanted to share my thoughts on this PRX style Casio. I think it's called MTP B14 or something. This MTP, they just type MTP Casio PRX, then you get these watches in your Google feed or something. You see a lot of reviews. So I basically had four of these. I had the same watches but different color of dials. So I used to have the pink, salmon, Barbie colors. That one was the one of the more popular ones. They also have a red one. I did not buy it, but I wore it. It looks great, very bright red, and this watch is fantastic. So I have the Tiffany blue, I have the PRX style dark blue or green, and this is like a proper green watch that I'm wearing right now. So time is around 7. I want to talk about these three watches, just have a little bit of a discussion how I got into this Tiffany blue thing and how my desire to buy a PRX is like there sometimes. But as I said yesterday in one of my videos, that PRX are very expensive in Bangladesh, particularly Asian countries where we don't have like a retail outlet for Casios. We have mostly redistributors. So basically every watch, not just Casio, they will bring the watches, but they will have to pay a lot of taxes and stuff. And here in Bangladesh, everything is like 2-3 times more than in your area. Like if you say in USA or UK, whatever you can get for $20, a Casio Duro, I have to pay a lot more money. I think I have my Duro here. See if I can show you what I mean. I'm going to take my time. It's a discussion, not a review, real review. So this is the Casio Duro that is the Marlin version, and this is called the Batman, right? And I got it on the resin or this rubber strap, which is much more comfortable than the chain version. And I wear this a lot. This is my favorite, one of my favorite watches. Great value, great watch, great looking watch from Casio, and I think they look nice. This watch in UK, I've seen one of the reviewers got 5 or 6 for the price of what we paid here for one watch, and I spent each of this watch is like $120 plus shipping and all that. So you could get this like 6 watches for 120 in USA. So you understand how things can go expensive. So just give you an idea, Malaysia, countries like Brunei, Singapore, where Thailand, if you buy these watches, if they have a authorized distributor, they will be much more affordable. Any watch, that is, if you buy a PRX or any watch, if they have a retail outlet, let's say you go in there and pay, you don't have to pay like super duper expensive prices. So how I got into PRX, first of all, we have these habits, right? We have lunch and then we sort of like watch video content while we are finishing our lunch or doing some work. And this is like sort of like children like to watch cartoons when they're having their meal. So we men are also grown-up babies, right? So this is how we fell in the whole hobby of perfume game. One fine day I was having lunch and I was like, what is this guy with specs, Mark Ropes '08? He's talking about Boss Bottled. I'm like, Hugo Boss Bottled is my favorite fragrance. What is this guy talking about? And then what is there to review any perfume? Then I realized there's a whole new world out there. So there are a lot of things you can learn in life. And then I got into this whole YouTube reviewing, and it's been a while. So watches, yeah, I was watching. Then I was like, Tiffany blue. Sounds like a nice little color. And I do love the color blue. And I do love the sky when it's blue. Like light clouds. It looks fantastic. It looks beautiful, mesmerizing, sunny days. So I do like that color. Then Tiffany blue came out. I think most probably Tissot and the Tiffany, they came out with a joint collab. And as far as I remember from top of my head, so they did introduce a watch, which is the PRX in that color, which became very viral. And when things get viral, they get sold out for fast. And then the many other companies try to follow that trend. And following the trend, I bought some watches. I got this one, a Pagani design. This is one of my favorite watches. It's an automatic, which I hardly wear because these are my special occasion watches. You need to wind and you have to fix the time. Sometimes I feel lazy, but this was one of them that I got. So I fell into the whole hype and I actually went to buy PRX and I tried it on. I really liked it. Perfect size, perfect chain. It's just so beautiful. So this is not currently like how do I say? This is not PRX. So I did see Soyosa from Citizen both vibrant colors, excellent. Soyosa is $10 cheaper or $100 cheaper, not 100, $10 cheaper, I think, by, from the PRX Citizen, sorry, PRX TISO. But both of these watches are very expensive, like $600-700 here. Why would I spend so much money when I know that I can get it under 400 bucks, right? Why spend like 200 extra dollars? Oh yeah, it is $200. Sorry, yeah. So basically, the whole idea is I want to get it, but not at these prices in Bangladesh. Like, what is this, like extra double price? Okay, so I thought let's just get some affordable watches, maybe possibly an affordable brand like Casio would be great. And I ended up getting few of the other ones. Let me show you. I have these. I think very first one I bought was this. This is a very beautiful watch. It rattles. I showed this before. I forgot the model name, but if you Google, you'll find. So this one has a really beautiful Tiffany dial, and it has nice sunburst effect, which I really like because I'm a beginner. So the clasp is not that great, but this watch looks amazing. And for the price, what you get, it is a beautiful watch. And then followed that, they have a few more in this color, like yellow, red. So I also got this one. If you can see the difference, if you see from far, they look almost the same. But the thing is, one is lime green or mint green, other one is a Tiffany blue. There's difference in them, but in from far they may look identical, right? So these two I got. These are bigger presents on the wrist, and these are not the one that I'm going to talk about today. I bought in the process few of the other ones. Like, if you like, you see, this is what Casio is so great for. See, I think this is one of the Casio watches that looks like one of the Rolexes, but at a much cheaper price tag. Look at that dial. And these are not very expensive. These are well under $40-45 here, maybe much cheaper in USA. So these are watches that I also got. So Casio, out of my 80 some watches, Casios are, I think, the majority, right? So now let's talk about these. Okay, let me take it out and I show you one by one. So yeah, out of these three, the mini ones, so these are, people say, I reviewed this already once, but this is the Tiffany blue, the little one compared to the big one. Let me show you the size difference. These are like maybe 40-41, and these are like 30, I think maybe 35, the size. So it's significantly much smaller, but there are differences in quality. This is a much better quality watch than these. They look great, they wear great. This looks much nicer than this, but if you see from close, this one, the smaller one, the PRX inspired one, has a much better chain, even though not as good as Soyosa or the PRX, but this is very good, and it has a nice little like click system, which is nice, like one click action, right? But this one, the micro adjustments are not there. And here, these watches, I think they offer, which is good. Yeah, you can see micro adjustments here. So this one gives you more option. If you have changing wrist size, which I have often in summer, winter, or if I lose weight or gain weight, my wrist like goes bigger and smaller. But usually I have a thin wrist. I have diabetes, so I have a very thin arm. So these watches actually worked out great for me, even though they look small. So let me tell you good things. First of all, you get a little bit, one thing you don't get is you don't get any lume on these watches. If there's nighttime, it is no lume. Okay, so that one downside. Second is it wears small. So if you have a big wrist, this was gonna look very small. But hey, if you watch Sopranos, right? Sopranos, the boss man, he used to wear this great gold watch, which is a small watch. I bought something inspired by that, which is this also PRX style, but this is the old version. So these things look funny in a big wrist, but it looks also good. If you see from far, sometimes your skin complexion, watch is a lot about time telling. At the same time, it's also about fashion accessory. It's something about a statement. Let's say if I wear this in gold, I wear this, right? From far, look at this. The specs. If you have kind of like a shirt, you're going to pretend like you're a tough guy or something. You just wear a golden watch. It is Casio, but it looks golden, right? So golden has an appeal. And I'm sorry, I'm getting carried away. Yeah, that's what I do sometimes. I have my other golden watches like these ones. These are all classic watches, man. I have in the other house few more. I have this one. Okay, this is a great like golden color watch. I had few more. Anyway, I don't know where they are. Anyway, so this one's, the size is not always like how you think it's gonna be, just one size too small. Sometimes you are in mood for less is more, right? This is where this one comes. So pros are these watches, they look great, but you have to find the right color, and not everybody likes all the colors. Like some colors don't suit everybody, right? So first one, I was talking about the Tiffany blue. Great thing is it has great presence on the wrist, and these chains are great. I really feel these are more comfortable than other Casios. I have no issue. Sometimes once in a while it pulls the hair, that is a little bit painful. But this one also gives you, I think, the date at the corner, but doesn't give day. So it's a very clean sort of face, and it's very clean dial. It has great sunburst effect. These things are not much weight, so it's easy, comfortable. So if you find the right, adjustment, it wears great. Looks nice from far. They look good, but at times you may argue with that this could be a more unisex, more ladylike, or suitable more for women, right? I can see that. So there is both both sentiments, right? So it could be bigger, it could be one size or two size bigger. It would look just like PRX, then you would win. You would never buy PRX. But since this is much smaller, PRX also have a smaller one. This looks like the smaller take on the PRX, and I like it. Even the small dial, because of this face, it's like the whole PRX style. This has more presence on the wrist. So looks from far, it looks great. In summer, you just think like, you just pretend like you're having listening to someone, and it's just someone seeing from this corner. Look at this watch from far. It doesn't matter if it's a Casio, it doesn't matter if it's a Tissot, it gets the same notice and compliment sometimes. Some people are brand snobs, by the way. They ask you, hey man, what watch are you wearing? Is it a PRX? And you say, no, it's Casio. Like, oh, sucks. But actually liked it, open it initially. But I think these are good, but it's missing the quality of PRX. PRX has Powermatic and regular, like this battery run. So I feel personally like there's always some positives, some negatives, but this watch has more positive than negatives. Something under $100, it's a great watch to buy, and it looks good. It looks nice. It's just casual, but if you're that rich guy, you don't want to wear Casio, is fine also, right? So I think it's a little bit overpriced for what it is, because people know like this thing, the sellers, they know it has demand. That's why they put it so high price. But you get a nice box and all that. But this is the first one. Second one I'm showing you, my favorite one, is the one that I bought first. And this exact same watch, I wear this the most, okay? Because this one, like, look at that. This is a true beauty. If I take it out in the sun, it pops even more. This one feels like you're wearing like a nice little bracelet with a nice, how to say, maybe a gemstone or something. And it's just so beautiful. It's like a pearl, right? So it has great presence. It has more color compared to, more solid color compared to the Tiffany. Tiffany I don't wear every day, but this one I would wear every day if I could, right? Such a great looking watch. Again, no lume, just the date. But this one I think is amazing watch, okay? So you can get any color that you like. They have a yellow one, perhaps they have a red one, and few more colors, maybe white one. But this is amazing. This is the one I saw first time, and I got this paired with this watch. With another watch. These two I bought at first. I thought like, hey, I got Tiffany covered, and I got the PRX covered, but with much greener, dark green, which they have in PRX. By the way, this color looks great. It's a little bit bigger dial. Definitely that one is a killer. But this one, it's not bad. It's a small little watch, but it has a lot more presence because of the dial, right? I really love this, and I think this watch feels amazing. Once again, it's very thin, by the way. This whole watch is very thin. It's not raised so much. I have watches that are much thicker. If you, for example, take the Pagani design, see them side by side. Pagani is almost double the thickness of the Casio. So it's sometimes I don't want to wear big watches. I'll show you one other thing. When I started wearing watches, I used to have a few of the other watches where I don't know where I kept them. They're all here, but it's hard to find sometimes. Hold on. I wore different kind of watches as well. Like this one is, I need to put a battery. This is one of my favorite watches with the leather on. But look at that dial, beautiful red dial. Okay, that is a bit bigger dial than I used to wear. Where's my other one? Yeah, when I started my game, I mean watches, I used to wear this kind of like a bigger sort of like dials, which look great, but my wrist is too small. And I realized it later that bigger is not always better. So when you wear this, it looks great, it looks nice, but look at that. Now compared to this is much bigger, right? So at first you like bigger watches, but as time progresses, you like sophistication, smaller. But sometimes when it's too small or presence wise, it's not the best, then it looks unpleasant or odd. So my very first watch was this one, automatic one. This is a perfect balance. This is a Seiko, I think Seiko Sport 5, the older version. Discontinued now. It has great movement. Uh, like this is much better. This looks like a Rolex proper, like a Rolex Homage. So I was talking about the PRX. Let's get back there. The size difference, you understand how this works from time to time. It never is constant. Sometimes you like bigger watches, sometimes you like smaller. So the last one I want to show you is the most underrated one. The one I was wearing is this one, is this green. I saw an ad somewhere on Facebook, like someone posted, like not Facebook, perhaps in YouTube. There was a video of this thing, how they present the camera is different. So I thought this is a different line than this. And the green dial, I was like, oh, I almost had a heart attack. Like, so beautiful. And it does look like the green on a peacock or something like that. I don't know what I would compare this to. This looks like a posh color. The dial they gave, can you believe, like, watch enthusiasts, under $100 you get this kind of dial. This looks amazing just like the other one, but take a look at the difference. Okay, this one is a bit off green. It does have a sunburst effect, but less than the other ones. This is less shiny, bit more off color. And this green, it does look like very expensive. It does look like something a Rolex would make, or expensive, house would make. It has great presence summertime. If I talk like this, if you're doing a presentation, you don't want to wear something very heavy for a long time. Great watch. So these ones, some people say, are they worth the money? I personally feel if they were like $20 less, like somewhere in $60 range, I would say these are must buys, all of them must buys. But some of you will also say, hey, if it's $40, that'll be great. Yeah, that'll be great, but not all watches offer the same price, right? So for value, I don't think it's the absolute value, but if you are up for great dials, if you want to get a little bit smaller version of PRX, and you also don't want to spend that money, like $600-700, these watches are good alternatives. You can get, like, I got 3 now, right? So I spent much less amount than spending a PRX. I already have 3 different dials, and I'm not a brand snob. I don't have to wear a brand. Yes, PRX will give you much better service. It has maybe scratch proofing or better water resistance, have loom, but PRX also has its downsides as well. So PRX, I also feel $600 is a bit overpriced. So if you strictly take the value versus PRX versus this is better value. Watch wise, PRX is a way better watch. That's it. But you get so much more watch for your money than PRX for your 65 odd dollars. So in time, they will go up in price once they become difficult to find, especially these dials. I'll tell you, I'll finish with this note. These 2 dials in India came for like I think maybe how much was it, like $40 or so. Now they are well above $150 because these are a bit rare to find, and especially Tiffany, people go crazy for these models. Yeah, they know they're paying so much more, but they want to own it, right? So I would say get it in a retail shop. Do not pay the discontinued price. That will be a way you will lose a lot of money. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much. If you enjoy these watch talks, even if 50 people, I think these videos are successful for me. Have a nice day. Do let me know if you like Casio as a brand. I do love Casio because so much value I get. I have few more Casios down there. I have G-Shocks, and I think Casio is a great brand. With its people, watchmakers hate Casio because they cannot make what Casio offers, for value. Have a nice day. I'll see you soon, and take care. Bye bye.